Hi and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm gonna be discussing some of the most frequently asked questions I get about copy trading on Etoro. I'm Heloise Greeff, an elite pro popular investor on Etoro, the world's leading social trading platform. I'm one of the most copied popular investors, copied by over 20,000 people. And if you're looking for some of the answers to copy trading, you will love this video. Keep watching. Investing has traditionally been a very opaque business, and often intentionally so, in order to scare people off from trying it on their own. Now, while the stock market still isn't for everyone, copy trading specifically seeks to address this widespread desire for more transparency and inclusiveness in our finances. So if you're watching this video, you might have either taken the plunge and copied me or someone else on Etoro, or you're still doing your homework before you take the plunge. This video will be part 1 in my series on copy trading basics. So if you're interested to learn more and follow along, then make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel right now by clicking on the link below. So let's start at the very beginning. What is copy trading? Sometimes referred to as social trading, copy trading is the process whereby you can assign a portion of your funds to automatically copy the positions opened by another person in their portfolio using their own money. It's a bit like at school when you have homework to do, which is a little too difficult or time consuming, and you complete the answers by copying them with a little help from your friend. Now in school, this isn't usually permitted, but when it comes to investing, this is exactly what you need. In fact, copying is encouraged. It's simply someone saying, my entire portfolio, past and present, is open for you to look at. And if you like my answers, you think it's better than yours, or you simply can't be bothered to work them out yourself, then just copy mine. Because in the end of the day, we're all here to win, and that means growing our money together. The first question you'll probably be asking yourself when you're considering copy trading is, what is the minimum amount that I need to copy someone, and why does this amount even matter? Now, the answer to this question isn't that straightforward. Officially, Etoro allows a minimum copy amount of $200. However, that can be different depending on different popular investors. So why is that the case, and why is it important that you take note of the specific amount that's being suggested by the person you want to copy? This simply comes down to how copy trading works. Copy trading works on proportions rather than the exact amount of money that you're using to copy someone. So this means that the amount you use to copy a person will almost certainly be different from what they have in their portfolio. So for example, if you choose to copy someone who has, say, $1,000 or $5,000 in their portfolio, you don't need to have the exact same amount as them in order to copy them. You could have more or you could have less than that. In fact, you don't even need to know how much they have in their portfolio. So why then is there a minimum amount, and why does it vary between popular investors? So to explain that, let me show you an example. Here we have two PIs, one called River and one called Tree. They both have a portfolio on Etoro, and you're considering copying either one of them. So in the first case, PI River has $50,000 invested in their portfolio. You may or may not know this, it doesn't really matter. You, on the other hand, have $200 that you want to invest. So let's look at PI River's portfolio. They have 5 different stocks in their portfolio: Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and Twitter, for example. And they have decided to distribute their $50,000 equally between these 5 different stocks. So as I mentioned, copy trading comes down to proportions. So the copy trade proportions for these positions will be equal. They'll be 20% each because they've put $10,000 on each of these positions. So if you have $200 to copy this person and you decide to copy their open positions, your $200 will be equally distributed using those proportions. So $200, 20% of $200 will be $40 on each of these 5 stocks. That's in the first scenario. So for the second scenario, we have PI Tree, who you're considering to copy. They have a portfolio which looks the same as the first PI. They have Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and Twitter. They too have $50,000 in their portfolio, except rather than distributing it equally between the 5 positions, they have a different distribution. They have put 25,000 on Apple, 15,000 on Microsoft, and they wanted Twitter in the portfolio. They weren't too sure, so they put $50 on that. Remember, $50 is the minimum position that you can open on Etoro. So this PI has put $50 on Twitter. So what is the percentages for the proportion of this portfolio look like? So they have 50% on Apple, 30% of their portfolio on Microsoft, 5,000 is 10% of 50,000. For Amazon, they have 9.9%, and the $50 they have on Twitter equates to 0.1% of their portfolio. You still have $200, another $200 that you're considering to copy this PI with. So if you were to copy PI Tree, what would those proportions look like for you? You would be copying Apple at 50% of your $200 by buying $100. Microsoft, 30% of your $200, so you'll be buying $60. Google at 10% of your $200, so $20. Amazon, 9.9%, so $19.8. And Twitter, 0.1%, $0.2. Except that's not entirely the case, at least not for Twitter, because the minimum position that Etoro allows within a copy position is $1. That means even though your copy trade will open, you won't be able to buy Twitter because it's less than $1. So this position will not be part of your copy trade if you were to copy PI Tree with $200. If you wanted to copy PI Tree and open all of the positions in their portfolio, you would need to increase this amount by 5 times. So therefore, PI Tree will most likely recommend that you copy them with at least $1,000, whereas in the case of PI River, $200 was enough to copy all of the positions in that PI's portfolio. So remember, if you want to ensure that you benefit from the strategy of the popular investor that you are wanting to copy, it's important that you check their bio for the recommended minimum copy amount for that specific popular investor. What do I recommend for my copiers? In my case, I have a long-term equity portfolio. I'm an elite pro popular investor, so that means I have at least $50,000 in my portfolio. I recommend my copiers to copy me with $1,000. That doesn't always equate to my smallest position, but it gives me the opportunity to vary my smallest positions if I need to. So you might be able to use $600 at the moment to open all the positions in my portfolio, but I usually recommend $1,000 to ensure that all the positions open and that I don't restrict the portfolio from growing in the future or from taking different positions if I need to. So yes, that's why there's a minimum copy amount. It means you can still copy a popular investor with less than the recommended amount that they're recommending. You could still choose to, for example, copy me with $200, but you'll see that you will not have all the same positions that I have in my portfolio. Now that might be okay for you or not, depending on your situation, but that is something to keep in mind when you are deciding not to follow the recommendation of the popular investor. Well, I'm afraid that's all we have time for today, but join me next time when we'll talk about what are open trades, when do I click that button, when do I not click open trades. And if you like this video and you want to follow along in this series, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button. Also, if you want exclusive event invites that I only share with my subscribers, then hop onto my newsletter. It's free and you can easily do it by visiting the website on the link below. Now, I want to turn it over to you. What are your burning questions about eToro or copy trading? Which was the most helpful tip today, and are you going to join copy trading? Let me know by leaving a comment below.